Welcome everyone, Mrs. Stervini here. Today we'll be doing a tutorial on place value. It is very important that we understand the value of each digit in a number. Let's look at the number 56. What is the value of this 6? The value of the 6 is 6 ones. Why? Because this 6 is under the ones column. What is the value of this 5? The value of this 5 is 5 tens because it is under the tens column. Let's look at the number 42. What's the value of this 2? 2 ones because it is under the ones column. The value of this 4 is 4 tens because it is under the tens column. In the number 80, this 0, the value of this 0 is 0 ones because it is under the ones column, and the value of this 8 is 8 tens because it is under the tens column. In the number 56, how many tens do we have and how many ones do we have? We have 5 tens and 6 ones. And for those of us who can't do it without the label, it's okay to put tens and ones at the top of each. Okay? In the number 40, how many tens do we have? We have 4 tens and 0 ones. In the number 78, we have 7 tens and 8 ones. Three plus 1. Now I know that we are doing place value, but I must show you this. Now this is ones. We always label from ones, okay? Ones. There's no number under the tens column. Okay, so if I have to add 3 plus 1, I can add it vertically by writing it like this. 3 plus 1 under the ones column. Alright, and 3 plus 1, I'm drawing counters for my least number. I'm counting on from 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay, I have 24 plus 1. Now understanding the place of each digit will help you to write this number vertically. Okay, 24 plus 1. How can I write this vertically to begin to add? I'm going to label the top. In this number 24, I know that ones, tens, okay, and this is ones. So if I have to write this number vertically like this, I'm going to put 2 under the tens column and 4 under the ones column like this. Okay, I write tens and ones. 2 goes under the tens column, 4 goes under the ones column, and then we can add. Okay, so once we understand the place of each digit, we can write our numbers vertically like this to add, and you will see more examples like this in our addition tutorial. Okay, writing numbers vertically to add. Another example, I have 5 plus 6. How can I write this number vertically to add? Just like this. 5 and 6 will go under the ones column. Alright, and 5 plus 6 is 11. How do I know that? I draw counters for my least number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I count on from 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Next example, I have to add 25 and 12. I write it vertically before I add it. It will be much easier for us to do it this way. It will be much easier. Instead of writing 25 counters and writing 12 counters, we can simply write the number vertically like this, and it will be much easier to add. Okay, so I'm labeling it like this: ones, tens, ones and tens. Okay, so 25 is my first number. 2 goes under the tens column, 5 goes under the ones column, and 12. 1 goes under the tens column, 2 goes under the ones column, and I add. I add my ones column first, always. 5 plus 2, I'm drawing counters for my least number. 5, 6, 7. 2 plus 1, I'm drawing counters for my smaller number. 2, 3. My answer is 37. So let's continue with place value. How many ones do I have and how many tens do I have? In this example, I only have 1 ones. Okay, one of this square, one of this block represents 1. Question: how many tens do I have in this number and how many ones do I have? Okay, I have 0 ones, there are no blocks here, and I have 1 10. Okay, so my answer is 10. I have 10 blocks here. Okay, so this represents 1 10. If I had another 10 blocks like this, it would have represented what? 2 10s. Okay, let me do some more examples so it will be much easier for you. In this number, how many ones do I have and how many tens do I have? I have 1 ones, yes, and 1 10. So I have 11. How many ones do I have? How many tens do I have? What number are we building here? I have 1 ones and 2 tens. Alright, so let's write that. 2 tens and 1 ones. My number is 21. How many tens do I have and how many ones? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 tens and 1 ones. 41. How many tens do I have and how many ones do I have in this number? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 tens and 2 ones. 42. How many tens do I have and how many ones do I have in this number? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. How many? 4 tens. How many ones? 0. So what number did I build? 40. How many tens and how many ones do I have? How many? I have 1 10 and 1, 2, 3 ones. So my number is 13. How many tens do I have and how many ones do I have? Let's count the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 ones. And how many tens? 1 10. So what's my number? 14. How many tens and how many ones do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. How many tens do I have? 1 10. So I have 1 10 and 4 ones. What number is this? 14. How many tens and how many ones? Let's check our ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many tens? 1, 2. Yes, so I have 2 tens and 4 ones. What number is this? 24. How many tens and how many ones do I have? I have 1, 2, 3 ones. And how many tens? 1, 2. Yes, I have 2 tens and 3 ones. What's my number? 23. How many tens and how many ones do I have? Let's count. 1, 2. I have 2 ones. And how many tens? 1, 2. What's my number? 22. How many tens and how many ones do I have? Let's count. 1, 2. I have 2 ones. How many tens do I have? 1. What's my number? 12. Again, let's check our ones. I have 1, 1. How many tens? 1. What's my number? 11. Let's check again. How many ones? 1. 1. How many tens? 0. So, what's my number? 1. Quick lesson here. If I have 0 in front of 1, what's my number? My number is 1. It's not 10, eh? It's 1. Okay, if I have 0 in front of 2, what's my number? 2. Okay, 10 is 1 and a 0, and 20 is 2 and a 0. So don't ever let this confuse you. If you see a 0 in front of a 3, the number is 3. Okay, because you know 30 is 3, 0. So don't look at this 0, 1 and say it's 10. That's not so. Okay, this is 10, this is 20, this is 30. Good. So how many ones do I have here? 0. How many tens do I have here? 0. So what's my number? 0. 0 tens and 0 ones. So thank you all for watching. If you have any questions, be sure to post it at the bottom of this video. Be sure to like and subscribe to our page for more tutorials.